Hello students, myself Monil Pavagadi from Greenwood International School. Today we are going to learn chapter number 2, that is whole numbers. Let us start with type of numbers. We have natural numbers that includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. That means that includes all the positive numbers. Then comes whole numbers and other is integers which includes negative number, 0 as well as positive number. Today we will learn about whole numbers. Now, question arises to our mind. What are whole numbers? Whole numbers are the numbers which include natural numbers as well as 0. That means the set of natural numbers is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Here in this set, we include 0 as well as all the positive numbers. Such set are known as whole numbers. Whole numbers can also be shown on number line. In this, first of all, draw a line, then mark points on it. Then start from left side with 0 and it goes on increasing when you move to right hand side. As you can see in the figure, in the number line we started with 0 and on moving to the right side it goes on increasing from 0 to infinity. Now we'll learn about addition of whole numbers using number line. Let us understand that by an example. If we want to add 3 and 4, what will we do? First of all, mark 3 on the number line and start from that point. Since we add 4, move 4 steps right hand side from 3. On taking 4 steps from 3 to right side, we get 7. That means 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. Similarly, we will learn about subtraction of whole numbers using number line. Let us understand that by an example. If we want to subtract 5 from 7, first of all, we will make the number line and place the numbers on it and we will start from 7. As we want to subtract 5, we will move to the left hand side. Remember that whenever we are doing subtraction, we will be moving to left hand side and when we are performing addition, we will move to right hand side. Now, as we want to find 7 minus 5, so we'll select the number 7, then we'll move 5 steps on the left hand side. On solving this, we'll get 7 minus 5 is equals to 2. Now we'll learn about successor and predecessor. What are successors? The number which comes immediately after a particular number is called its successor. For example, if we have 23 number and if we want to find the successor, that is the next number, that would be 24. That means the successor of 23 is 24. Now if we see about predecessor, the number which comes just before a particular number is called its predecessor. For example, if we select the same number 23 and if we find its predecessor that it's just a number before, that would be 22. Therefore, the predecessor of 23 is 22 and the successor of 23 is 24. Now we'll learn about properties of whole numbers. First of all, let us understand closure property. In simple words, if I explain, if you perform any of the operation on numbers, that is, if you add, subtract, multiply, or divide any two whole numbers, you should get whole number as your answer. Closure property is applicable for addition and multiplication. For example, 2 plus 3 is equals to 5 and 2 into 3 is equals to 6. Here, both the results are under whole numbers. But if we see for subtraction, let us take an example. 2 minus 3. is equals to minus 1, but minus 1 is not an whole number. Similarly, let us understand the property for division. 2 divided by 3 gives 2 upon 3, but 2 by 3 is not a whole number. Therefore, we can say that closure property is applicable for addition and multiplication, but it is not applicable for subtraction and division. Next one is commutativity of addition and multiplication. Addition and multiplication are commutative for whole numbers. That means if you add any two numbers in any order, for example, if I add 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2, both will have the same answer, that is 5. And if I multiply the numbers 2 and 3, that is 2 into 3 or 3 into 2, that gives 6. That means if you add or multiply any two numbers in any order, you will get the same answer. So we can say that add or multiply can be in any order. That means commutativity of addition and multiplication for whole numbers are applicable. Associativity for addition and multiplication. That means associative law. In this law, if you add or multiply the numbers making different groups, there would be no change in the answer. For example, if I take 2, 3 and 5, now if I add that numbers in any order by making a group, if I add 2 plus 3 plus 5, if I make a group of 3 plus 5, so we'll get 2 plus 8, the answer would be 10. Similarly, for right hand side, if I say I have made the group of 2 and 3, that gives 2 plus 3, so the answer would be 5, and 5 plus 5 we get 10. So the answer of LHS and RHS would be same. Similarly, if we see for multiplication, 2 multiply by 3 multiply by 5. If I multiply 3 and 5, I will get 15, and 15 twos are 30. So the answer of left hand side would be 30. And if we see for right hand side, 2 into 3, that is 6, and 6 fives are 30. So on multiplying or adding by making any of the groups, there would be no change in the answer. That means associative rule is applicable for addition and multiplication of whole numbers. Let us take an example. The school canteen charges 20 rupees for lunch and 4 rupees for milk for each day. How much money do you spend in 5 days of these things? Here in this question, we have to find the total amount that is spent in 5 days. So first of all, we will find the total amount for one day, and then we will multiply it with the number 5, as we have 5 days. So if I find the cost of lunch as well as milk for one day, that is the cost of lunch for one day is 20 rupees, and the cost of milk for one day is 4 rupees. So if I calculate 20 plus 4, that is 24 rupees. So for each day, cost of lunch as well as milk in will cost 24 rupees together. Now, if I want to find the cost of 5 days, if I opt milk as well as lunch for 5 days, that would be costing 5 into 24, 5 days and 24 rupees per day. That is 24 5s are 120 rupees. Therefore, we can say that 120 rupees will be spent for lunch and milk for 5 days. Here in this question, we have to find 12 into 35. Here we'll use the distributive law. This law is used to make the calculations easy. If we want to find 12 into 35, I will make two parts of 35, that is 30 and 5. So I can write 12 into 30 plus 5. Then we'll multiply 12 with both 12 30s as well as 12 5s, and we'll add them both. So on solving this, we get 12 30s that is 360, and 12 5s are 60. On adding 360 and 60, we get answer 420. So by using distributive law, we can make huge calculations easily.